I used to live in a suburban neighborhood where the grass had to be exactly 2 inches tall, or I would get a fine. Karen, our HOA president, was obsessed with every tiny detail. She once spent an hour lecturing me because my mailbox was the wrong shade of beige. I was tired of the constant harassment in the cramped houses. I needed space. I needed to breathe without someone measuring my weeds. That is when I found it. 60 acres of beautiful, sprawling land just outside the HOA boundaries. It was perfect, and it was finally mine. Moving day was the best day of my life. I traded the sound of leaf blowers for the sound of wind through the trees. But a few weeks in, I noticed something strange. While exploring the backwoods, I found a set of fresh tire tracks cutting through my property. I realized what was happening. Karen was using my land as a shortcut to reach the highway, saving her 20 minutes of driving every day. She was trespassing on my peaceful sanctuary to save a bit of time. It was time for a little property improvement project. I spent the weekend installing a heavy-duty, reinforced metal gate. I made sure it was bolted deep into the ground right where the tracks entered. Monday morning arrived, and right on schedule. I heard the sound of a luxury engine approaching. I waited at a distance to see the reaction. Karen slammed on her brakes. She jumped out of the car and started screaming at the gate as if it were a person. I calmly walked down the path. She immediately started yelling that I was blocking a historical right-of-way and that she had been using this path for years. I just smiled and showed her the official survey lines and the deed to the property. This was not a public road. It was my backyard. She tried to call the police, thinking they would force me to open the gate. When they arrived, they told her exactly what I had said. The officer informed her that she was trespassing. If she didn't leave immediately, she would be facing charges. I just watched from the side. I went back to my porch and poured a fresh cup of coffee. From there, I had a front row seat to the most satisfying sight. Karen had to perform a frustrated 20-point turn in the narrow wooded path, her luxury SUV scraping against the brush the whole way back. She finally drove away, destined for the long commute she tried so hard to avoid. Silence returned to my 60 acres. No more HOA rules, no more mailbox inspections, and definitely no more shortcuts. Just me and my land. I think I'll add one more thing to the gate tomorrow. A very large sign that says, "Private property, no trespassing."